Chapter 7. And it came to pass that Elohim made Cain to know that his offering would be rejected, which Satan knew beforehand and rejoiced in it. Furthermore, Elohim told many things unto Cain concerning his errors, and warned him about his course, and that he would be accepted again by ahavah, if only he would withdraw from nourishing these evil feelings and return to do good in relation to his brother Abel. But Cain loved Satan more than Elohim, because Satan promised to serve his personal interests. But in exchange, Cain would have to make his brothers worship him, engendering secretly the devil's deception combined with the truth of Elohim, in order to appear as close to the precepts that the children of Adam had received to identify the truth of the Father. And thus Satan proposed to work through Cain great signs and wonders to deceive as many as possible, and to gain an active power among the children of mankind that equates with the priesthood of the Son of Elohim, which was given first to Adam and his righteous offspring after him. For just as happened to Cain, all those who choose to follow the precepts of Satan will also lose the true power of the priesthood, and with this Satan will have full power over the children of mankind who are deceived by their rise and priestly deception. Then it came to pass that Satan swore loyalty to Cain, just as Cain swore by his own life that neither he nor his brethren who would rise after him in the priesthood order offered by Satan would reveal the secrets of this order to the righteous sons of Adam. With this, Satan proposed to Cain to deliver Abel into his hands, and to take possession of all his flocks and goods, and to make him supreme master in the order of the priesthood Mahan, whose source of power comes from the devil. However, Cain would have to shed Abel's blood in confirmation of the covenant established with Satan. Then it came to pass that after Cain deliberately disobeyed the guidance of Elohim and consequently killed Abel, that Elohim cursed him, saying, "While Abel justifies my plan in the land to have righteous descendants of the priesthood in relation to my offspring, you, Cain, justify the offspring of the original serpent, Satan, the devil. For he became a perdition to the children of mankind, for he is wiser than you to deceive you. Because this one was full of wisdom before there was Eden, because he existed even before the foundation of the world. And so, from the dawn of time, Cain and Abel foreshadow the two priestly castes in relation to the wicked priests of the Mahan class and the righteous among the priesthood of the Son of Elohim that exist from the beginning and will exist until the end of time. And it was even as I, Moses, could see with mine own eyes the likeness of the power of the Mahan priests from Egypt in comparison to the priesthood power of the Son of Elohim resting upon me. And thus said Yahavah, this is the sacred secret that you, Moses, must keep sealed in this book that I caused you to write. After that my people Israel hardened their hearts for want of the right spirit, which are feelings that in times past I, Ahavah, gave through Ruach HaKodesh, so that my people would observe my power acting within themselves in relation to my priesthood, when I gave you the key to this knowledge, to teach them clearly in the desert. that they may have full communion with me, ahavah. For it is only through the use of the right feelings which they should have in their hearts that it is possible to make use of the endowments derived from the priestly authority of the Son of Elohim, and there is no other way of subduing the powers of the heavens and establishing the united order of Enoch except in accordance with the invocation of the high sentiments which pertain to that order. Know therefore, Moses, that before I take you out of the midst of this people because of the hardness of their hearts, as I will also take away the holy priesthood from them, that I, ahavah, will cause to remain with this people only the lesser and preparatory priesthood until my descendant comes. You must therefore summon a class from the Levites whose office must continue from generation to generation in order to conceal this manuscript from the children of mankind until I, ahavah, raise in due time a prophet like unto thee, and he will make known the words of this book to those who will be willing and ready to attend to this commitment with me, ahavah. And thus this knowledge will again be within the reach of the children of mankind among all who believe. Behold, you are well aware of this agitation in your mind, my servant Moses, and you know how difficult it is to recognize the feelings of light amidst this stupor of emotions emerging out of darkness, which tends to prevent the children of mankind from identifying the feelings originating from light and truth. Nevertheless, it was required that you should invoke me, ahavah, in your afflictions, when you were with the people among the mountains and were surrounded by the carriages of Pharaoh and the waters of the sea. And so the people were filled with uncertainty, and the stupor of fear and doubt suddenly came to subdue their thoughts as soon as they abandoned the feelings of faith and gratitude that until then filled their hearts. Immediately they abandoned their convictions of serving me, ahavah, unconditionally with all their heart, soul, and mind. But as for you, Moses, you marveled at my previous deeds and remembered my work in the land of Egypt, and kept full hope in your countenance to the end that I, ahavah, would save them, seeking in you the highest feelings that may exist in earthly mankind, which brings forth the power of my priesthood among the children of mankind in the flesh. And when you had compassion on my people, which were about to perish in the hands of Pharaoh, you found yourself then in the full attitude of summoning my presence, not in words, because my name cannot be pronounced by the human mouth, but in your heart, invoking the feeling that prefigures my whole being, which you could only understand in the realm of human understanding as being the most sublime and elevated feeling that there is, yea, of unconditional love. For whosoever shall call upon my name shall be saved, and so shall it be in the last days among my people. But how shall they call on him whom they have not known, by whose name no mouth can pronounce?